Okay, so many questions about the difference between training and conditioning and what is the game. That's what we're going to talk about right now. The difference between training and conditioning is very clear. When you train a dog to do something, you train them to heel or to sit, they are trained to do that. They may be trained to the point where they think, oh, if I don't do this, I'm going to get clobbered, or if I do this, I'm going to get a cookie. But one way or the other, they're trained to do a command. Sit, heel, here, whatever. The thing that's different about conditioning is that they do something with the expectation of getting something. You can't, the reason a dog salivates when he hears the bell is he knows he's going to get food. The reason this dog performs fast is because he knows he's going to be able to play the game. So, as an example, if this dog sees a crate out there, he knows that if he runs and jumps in it, I'm going to throw him a mark, or I'm going to throw him a mark and then we get to play the game. That's what he wants. So first I'm going to demonstrate that. Ready? Ready? Kettle. Sit. Good. So he ran down there, lickety-split as fast as he could go, because he knows that if he does that, then he's going to get what he wants. He didn't do it just because I gave him a command and I taught him to go to the kennel. He probably would have trotted down there. He might have trotted off somewhere else and maybe wouldn't even have obeyed the command. But because he's conditioned to know that if he does what I want, he gets what he wants, that's why he runs lickety-split. So if I throw let's say I throw a little tiny mark over here just for the point of this lesson. He could get it, or he could come to me, whichever I say, because he knows whichever thing he does, it's going to be followed by the game. So let's just experiment. Let's have me throw a little tiny bumper like that. So now Smoke is looking at me, and I'm going to give him the same hand signal I gave him the time before. Hey. Sit. Hey. Now the game that he wants to play is the same game that he's learned from when he was a baby. We called it excitement then, but it became the game because it was an excitement that came as a reward every time he did what I want. Now he wants that more than all the other things because that's the game. So he wants date. When he was a baby, it was to try to teach him to fetch. So I used the excitement to create the game and to teach him to fetch. Fetch. Good. All right, that's how he learned. Sit. That's how he learned fetch. All the commands that he does because he wants to play the game. If I tell him to go hop in that crate, he's going to race down there just like he did before. I don't have to wonder if he's going to do it. He's conditioned to do it because he's done it so often and because he knows that's what he wants. He knows that he gets to play the game. As an example, what if I was going to try this and I wasn't sure if he was going to run down there? So I might be a little leery about it, but I know he's going to scoot down there as fast as he can. Ready? Back. I mean, it's conditioned. It's not, oh, I've trained him to go jump in the crate. He's conditioned to go in the crate because he knows, heck, he's going to get what he wants. Hey, the boy, had a boy, that a boy, that a boy. Very good. Sit. So that's the game, and that's what conditioning is when you compare it to training. This is a little note about Dagger, who's been in almost all of our videos. He's shaved. He's shaved pretty much because he got in a little scuffle with an owl, and the owl came down and picked him up. And normally their talons are so strong, they this guy's a pretty small cat, but they are so strong, the talons are so strong, they carry him off and do whatever they do. But Dagger is so fierce, he fought and he got loose, and the owl dropped him on the ground, thudded him down to the ground, and then came back down and picked him up again and took him up off the ground. And he was, again, he fought so fiercely that the owl dropped him, and we could hear the thud on the ground. And he was in very bad shape. He had multiple wounds, 20-some wounds in his body. And we rushed him to Texas A&M, and they were not sure, and we weren't sure whether he was going to live, but he has made it because he's a tough hombre. And now he's got to wear his stupid little hat, and he's not that sociable. But anyway, so that's, come on, Dag. Come on, Dag. Come on, Dag. Attaboy. There you go. He's not a happy camper, but he's a tough guy.
And he's alive.
And he's alive.